Yeah.
All right,
I
Evan.
do that all the time with my
Did you get an intro?
Yeah, you said you had an intro prepared.
an intro song.
Something.
I can't download one in the last 5 minutes.
Oh man, and we're gonna have to make
You
something
want
up.
me to download it and install it onto the
You want-
Rodecaster Pro here?
I don't-
You know, I could do. I could whip something up. You know.
Oh, I see
Why
what
don't
you're
you?
doing.
You know, you see. You know, you got these little different things, and you could just kind of do a little beat here. Just
Oh, don't hit the mic.
there's your intro for today.
Okay. Oh man.
Everyone's cringing. They're like, "Oh my gosh,
I don't think I want to move forward with this episode.
why?" So good.
I don't know why.
Everyone's gonna say how good it is, how it starts. They're gonna be like, "Man, put him back in there."
It was pretty good. No, it wasn't good. I can't even lie. I expected more from
No,
you.
it wasn't good. No, it wasn't good. Oh man.
Oh, man. All right. Well, we'll get into it. This week, we don't have a set of topics. There were a couple things that hit the news that we can talk about, such as Reddit's IPO. There are some things, again, this week with Sora and Gemini. We can talk about those things. Evan had an experience with Sora this week that we want to talk about. And Josh, you have an app to talk about?
I do.
Maybe a couple
I do.
So, all right. Well, to kick it off, I actually want to get into Evan's experience. I want Evan to drive this. So last week we talked about Sora, introduced Evan to OpenAI Sora, and he said that he had some experiences this week. So what happened?
Yeah. After the podcast, I spent a good amount of time just looking at all the videos on the Sora website and being more and more impressed with everything that it could create with just a prompt. Some of them, you know, have a bit to go until they're professional grade ready or anything. But yeah, I was just super impressed. So I took it home and I showed pretty much everybody I know. Like, hey, you guys got to check this out.
Hey, this is the new Evan. Is that what you told them?
Yeah, I told him, don't bother asking me for work anymore. Just go to this website.
This is Evan AI.
But yeah, everybody, you know, makes the comment, you know, there goes your job. It's all gone now. Like,
How do you
everybody
feel
was
about
so
that?
impressed. I don't think it's gone at all. I'm not worried. I think that the storytelling aspect of videography and film and just any video project is something as of right now that a human can do, and I think can only do. But you can always go to ChatGPT to write that script and that narration for you. But you do need, I think, a human to put it together as of right now. But the B-roll aspect is quickly becoming automated on AI. And yeah, just everybody that I had shown were very impressed with the level of accuracy that Sora could create. So
It's impressive, isn't it? Yeah.
yes, very much so.
You know what's funny about it is there's two things that I saw this week with regards to that. Is one is I saw there's a limit to how much they've trained the model, and so it ends up repeating things. And so it asks it like, can you do a scene of an astronaut on the moon? And then there's another one that's like, do a motorcycle guy. Same helmet.
That is the same guy, isn't it?
Same guy, exactly.
Yeah.
So he just reappears. And I don't know if it's a creepy thing where it's like, man, he's in everything. Or I'm sure it's just a repeat. They're just regurgitating.
Yeah.
Yep. He's everywhere.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I remember something I got fired up about this week related to Sora and the OpenAI marketing. So again, like we talked about the fear mongering with OpenAI
Yes.
before,
Yes.
and they're doing it again. Did you see their reason for not releasing Sora to the public was because it would interfere with the 2024 election, and so they're saying they're not going to release it until after because of that.
Oh my gosh. Talk about what a great marketing tactic.
Yeah.
Wow.
It makes me so mad because they obviously it doesn't work well enough. That's why they're not releasing it.
You know why? It's because the guy with the biker helmet is going to be in there again. You know,
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna show me a school teacher, and it's gonna be the biker helmet guy. Yeah, it's just not ready yet.
Yeah.
And they're hiding behind this guise of like it's so powerful, it will change the future of democracy. This goes back to Sam Altman with the nuclear code backpack.
Yes.
Like he didn't need that to shut down OpenAI if it got out of control. I mean, there was something else that they did too with their fear mongering. Oh, going to Congress and saying we need a delay. Everyone else needs to stop developing AGI because it's going to destroy the world, right? Like they are doing this to make it look like it's really powerful and impressive and impactful. It's all fear mongering marketing.
What percentage chance do you think it's fear mongering? Do you honestly think it's like 100%?
Yeah. I am.
You
I am
are
100%.
shadow of a doubt. You're convinced.
Because it's a pattern. Like they say the same thing over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Like they've never said like, we need to get this in the hands of everyone as soon as possible. We're gonna move fast, and they're not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. But do you think there is an actual concern with AGI of it like?
Yeah, there is concern, but people are going to adapt to it. You know, there's people were talking about how like when people first got onto the internet, there are all these international scams of like, I need $10,000, I'm a Nigerian prince, and all that, like that trope of the standard scam that's out there. And I just lost my train of thought when that blacked out. But yeah, there's scams and people adapt to it, right? Like the first time someone saw that email, they're probably like, "Oh wow, this is
true,
right?" But
we're not showing Evan's face because he's a Nigerian prince, actually.
Yeah, he's funding this whole operation. But yeah, so I think it's going to be the same thing with this AGI or like cloning voices. You could always. I think Dr. Phil was on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about this. Like for years, people have been copying his voice, but it's all in like soundboard format.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't that harmful because they were just these only 10 different things he could say. But now you can make him say anything you want. But there's going to be just habit changes and safeguards in place that people just naturally adopt. Like I'm not going to trust a phone call from someone that sounds like my mom asking for $10,000. We're going to have some safe word and things like that set up, right?
I was listening to an influencer on YouTube, and they said that they already were a scam to having someone called their bank with their voice and was trying to authorize a transaction. So they actually went in to the bank and had the bank say, you must like only conduct transactions and withdrawals and like if I'm in person, like I have to be here, which is just crazy. It's just crazy.
Was that pirate software?
It was.
Yeah. Oh, we all saw that.
We have the same feed.
That guy is taking over shorts. It's really, really funny.
It is crazy. I get him all the time.
He's sage, man.
Do you see his joke? That, like people always come into his comments and will or to a stream and donate and say, "You're the guy from Shorts," like because they only know him from that. Like I didn't know you stream too. Yeah, he is everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. He's over the top with a lot of his security things, but it is interesting. Because he talks about all the privacy settings he has, even his internal network, and how he has his DMZ set up in his house and all that. He
wears a tinfoil hat a whole bit. Yeah. Did you see? Not to switch the topic on it, but did you also see this week that Elon Musk with Neuralink, they actually did their first implant, and the person with the implant can actually control a mouse with their mind.
What?
Do they show it?
I don't know if they show it, but it was like in an article. I was reading it and I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy."
Yeah, I
didn't hear about this.
Oh yeah,
mouse like computer mouse.
Yeah, computer mouse.
Guessing?
Yes, you can't control a physical mouse.
Mind controlled this mouse.
But can you imagine though? Like you take AI technology and you put it in conjunction with an implant in your brain.
Yeah,
we're getting really crazy science fiction. Esque here.
Yeah, I'll bring up one tweet here. So when was this one? February 21st. So Elon Musk announced that the first human recipient of the company's brain chip implant has fully recovered. The individual has demonstrated the ability to use a computer mouse solely through thoughts.
It's crazy. It's not a brain chimp, by the way, for those listening just audibly.
Yeah. Our AI transcriber for this podcast is going to be very confused because we talked about brain chimps, and we still are. Yeah, so it enables control of your phone or computer through almost any device just by thinking. It's pretty cool.
I was listening to what he was also saying a future in which the way he puts it with Neuralink is he says that we're limited on our communication to a specific, bandwidth frequency, right? Because it's like I can only give you so much information when I'm talking. But his future is when everyone starts to have these chips, no one has to talk anymore. They're just thinking and can communicate. I could communicate to you via thinking. So pretty soon this podcast will literally just be mute. Like,
Well,
Can you control what the other person hears?
I don't know how that works.
I don't want someone to look at me and hear all the
a
thoughts
voice
I'm
in your head.
thinking
All
right
the
now.
things you're thinking.
Yeah.
So here's this is like the less cool way of doing Neuralink. So this Twitch streamer, she's been developing a controller that you wear on your head to control video games.
Oh, okay.
So she can actually move around. So this is her playing Elden Ring with this controller on her head. So it's like an external Neuralink. So she can walk around and melee and do different things. So
Is it now? The question is, how accurate is it? I have to imagine it's not accurate enough where you're like going to compete in a first-person shooter competition or anything.
not at this point, but it's interesting how she does it is she has to use she can't think like I'm going to move that way. It's actually mapped to something else in her head. So she thinks about pushing an object and pulling an object.
Interesting.
And then that is how it how she can move.
That's bizarre. That is crazy.
It was
I
pretty
thought
cool.
you were going to say she's got to think about like apples for one thing and oranges.
I
for the
thought,
other.
I thought it was real. She's thinking about horses. Okay, go forward.
Exactly.
It could be. I don't know.
That's crazy. I wonder if it's different on a per person basis. You know, like one person, they have to think about horses. They're like, yeah, when I use a controller, I have to think about horses.
I don't know. Well, if that's the case, then there would be like a guru who's just their whole job is just help you find your
Find your
controls.
forward.
Yeah. But Evan, does it upset you that this person is better at Elden Ring with their mind than you are with your hands?
It does not make me too upset. I haven't put in enough hours. How many hours does she have in it? I've got maybe like 6 or 7 hours in Elden Ring.
Okay, I don't know.
And I've never played it.
I
It looks
suck.
cool.
I suck at
Do
Elden
you?
Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing Pal World, ever since you guys put me onto that game. My kids are obsessed with it.
I'm pretty
Obsessed.
much like spoiled, or not, maybe not spoiled, but I wish I liked single player games more. Because I grew up in the multiplayer era.
The multiverse.
And now it's like, I need that competitive game. And then I go to a single player game and like, I'm bored. It's like, I wish I wasn't though.
And you
Like,
change your voice too.
yeah.
I'm bored.
Yeah, when I play the single player game, I just become a new person basically. But I really did like God of War.
Did you?
Yeah, I can't wait for the Ragnarok, I think, to come out on PC because I don't have a Xbox or PS5. So
Nice.
Well, soon no one will have an Xbox, right?
That's what I hear. They're transitioning.
yeah, they're already getting
They're
rid
opening
of,
it up. I think they're.
or the PS5 is what they're like it's ending its life cycle.
Well, and I don't think. Let me. From what I read, you guys can clarify for me. They're not like making it for like the PlayStation, right? They're actually making it so that I think is their big vision to have their online streaming platform where you can stream games everywhere.
They will
I
also
don't
be
know.
on
I don't know.
PlayStation and
Will it be
On
like
Apple,
directly
all
for
that.
that? Oh, interesting. Okay.
yeah. Well, they are. I'm not an expert in this, and so I'm going to look up resources to support us. And Evan, I think you would know more than me, but I think they're shifting to be more of a game
Agnostic.
studio,
Yeah.
right? Because they acquired all these game studios, and now I think they're just trying to make the titles
That makes sense.
and then get as much reach as possible. So
Yeah. I wonder when it'll be like a thing that PCs just converge with consoles.
yeah.
And it's just like that's what it's basically happening.
Well, that's Apple in their recent update for iOS now allows cloud game streaming native on it. Like you don't have to be in a browser. It actually, if you have an app that is cloud game streaming, you can do it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice. But by the way, to go back on Sora for a second, did you guys see they compared when video generation with AI came out like a year or two ago with the Will Smith spaghetti like video and then like today's? Did you
Yes.
see that?
Yep.
I did not see that.
Oh, we got to show Evan this.
Yeah.
This is
I'll show that, and then also I'll show you the rebuttal. That's pretty good.
I can't believe you haven't seen the Will Smith spaghetti thing.
Maybe I have, and I just
It looks
can't
crazy.
remember it right now. But
It looks absolutely like crazy, as in
Will
like
Smith spaghetti sounds interesting.
Yeah, well, because he was one of the most well documented faces in the world, right? So you had a lot of source material to generate something. So that video on the top was the bar, the high watermark in 2023 for generating video. So
it looks pretty real, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
I can't even tell the difference. I mean, I genuinely thought that was him really eating spaghetti.
Looks like his one movie. Have you seen the movie where he has a clone of himself?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did we talk about
We did
that?
talk about Gemini.
Looks like they used the same software with him for that movie.
Yeah, but did you see
That's
Will?
1 year though.
Did you see Will Smith's rebuttal on it though?
No, I didn't.
It was pretty good. I'm going to. This is posted by someone else, but so yeah, AI video now. So Will Smith posted a video of himself. Just
That's
eating.
so good. That's so good. That's exactly what he should do. Oh my gosh, that's
Great. That's great.
That was a good move.
it
to
was a smart
capitalize on
move.
that.
Oh my gosh, totally.
He's made some bad moves recently, but that's
a good one.
The way to get back.
Yes, I like it, man.
Yeah. So that was one of the memes of the week. I'll show you. Okay, another meme of the week. Did you see the Zuckerberg meme?
No, I didn't. I got it. I'm intrigued now.
Okay.
Is it anything? It's anything to do with Vision Pro, like the whole VR.
No, this was so he's big into MMA now. He's
Yes.
a UFC guy. So he went to some UFC event and he was trying to be helpful. See, look at his hands. He's trying to do something. He keeps reaching out, but like no one will get him.
Oh no.
He's like, oh, yep. and so there are all these memes being posted. You know, people's putting text over the top of that saying what, or just making fun of it. So,
Oh, that's hilarious.
yeah, this guy's like, another one says like trying to get a drink at the bar.
Poor guy.
That's actually true. That looks a lot like that.
Yeah. POV, the manager trying to help in the design process. Like, yeah, so there, it's pretty funny. So you guys can check out that meme. But
Oh, I love it.
yeah,
So good.
cool. Switching gears, we have a couple other things to talk about. Let me bring up my list here. So the Reddit IPO. Did you guys see that Reddit is doing an IPO? Evan, did you see it?
I saw it.
No,
did?
I did not see.
Okay.
I wait till the end of the week
See?
for these.
Don't even
days
read news
so
anymore.
that I can catch it all up.
Are
No
we-
news.
Are we your source of current events?
You're my source. Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. We're very unbiased, and this is the cumulative total of all the events that have ever happened this last week. So
So Reddit has filed for an IPO, and the most unique part about this IPO is that they are actually inviting their power users to participate in the IPO. So an IPO is when a company goes public and any stockholder can go, or any person can go and buy shares in the company. It's a good way for the company to make a lot of money really quickly. But Reddit is allowing their most active users to basically get in early and get a premium or a discounted price on the shares. So it's probably not the first time this has happened, but it is, it's on theme, on brand for Reddit. If they are community driven, that they are letting their power users in to acquire the stock. So and they actually defined it in their S1 filing.
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. This is my first time seeing an S1 filing where there's like all this
Look at that.
marketing in it, but they talk about what they're going to do with the mic. This is too small for anyone to read. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit bigger.
We're gonna go page by page, so bear with us.
Oh yes, you guys want to
Oh boy.
read a federal filing?
Oh boy.
No. This isn't maybe an interesting thing to come back to, but they have their timeline of notable events on the Reddit platform. But we'll scroll down here to where they talk about what they're going to do. So they say what Reddit going public means for our community. They're going to increase financial support for community programs. They're going to create more ownership opportunities. So they are identifying qualifying users and moderators who have contributed to Reddit to buy shares in our IPO alongside other investors in the IPO through a directed share program.
That's sweet.
So I believe to be eligible in the first round of purchases, you have to have like 2,000 karma. I've done 5,000 moderator actions. So I think it's pretty cool. People who have given all their time and energy to Reddit are now going to have a chance to
be rewarded for it.
Make some money.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah. What do you think, Evan?
Yeah, sounds cool. I don't really use Reddit.
Are you a moderator somewhere?
I don't.
You own a
Reddit.
subreddit?
No. No. I visited a couple subreddits like before for like some info, but I don't even have it downloaded on my phone. I used to use Reddit a lot, and then I think I was using it too much. And like I was distracting me daily.
Yeah.
So I uninstalled it. That's where I'd get my news. That's why you guys are my source of news now.
You can get lost on Reddit, man. You really can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I watched have you watched the Netflix, I think it's a series, the Wall Street Bets, like where they talk about things like GameStop, them shorting it, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, that was huge news. That crossed platforms.
It did.
It started on Reddit though, right?
Started on Wall Street Bets.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
This is a little bit related to Reddit. This is a little bit technical and nerdy, so sorry, Evan. But Reddit has so much control over the internet now that if you want your content to be seen, it's better to optimize for Reddit than to optimize for Google, because Google ranks Reddit content right at the top in search engine results.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you can write a post and put it on your site, or you can and also put it on Reddit.
We got to do our marketing strategy with Reddit then. Yeah, absolutely.
Everything should be on there. Yeah.
Speaking of Reddit, that's where most of the data comes from these LLMs.
Is it?
Yeah. Tons of them are. That's a lot of the data is trained on Reddit, which is also terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, you think it's like these highly vetted, trusted sources of information. You think it's all these like medical journals over time, and like this. Yeah.
It's Reddit. Oh yeah, I was talking to someone the other day about this, and they were actually, which I think is right on, is they were saying that because it's trained on Reddit, a lot of times that they believe that's where a lot of the hallucinations come from. Like they can get on these bunny. Oh, speaking of which, it hallucinated. That's another thing on the news. Did you see that ChatGPT hallucinated this week? Like crazy. It was like a huge outage.
Oh, for like an hour or so, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like for an hour. Did you see this, Evan?
Nope.
Oh, it's wild. We need to go there for a minute because it is wild.
Hallucinated?
Yeah. Like, so there were people using ChatGPT, and the responses they were getting were absolutely bonkers.
Because it went down?
It was still accessible, but the responses out of it were like incoherent and nuts. So when Bryce brings this up, it's worth a read for some of these, because you just read them and you're like, I can't believe that. But that's why a lot of people think that at least some of the folks I was talking to yesterday, their belief is it hallucinates because the data is not really that good because it's trained on Reddit. And so their hypothesis is like, they're like, I wonder if you could improve these models by just improving the data that you're putting into it. So
can you give some examples of hallucinations? Because I'm finding it's a hard time for me to find that. So.
Just say
trying to scrub it.
ChatGPT down. I can bring it up too.
Well, I don't want two of us just searching our devices. It's not a very good podcast unless Evan has a song to perform. Do you have a research song that you could play? Like a little jingle?
There you go.
But
no, some examples were like, it would just repeat the same thing over and over and over again. And it would be like, and it is, and it is, and it is, like over, like hundreds of times. And that's like one example. Another one was, it was literally like telling instructions for humans to say, I need you to go do this for me. Like it would literally tell them to go do things for the.
It was like trying to break out of its cage.
It was like,
it's like how
what it felt like. It was like crazy. So, of course, you can go on this tangent. The other thing I don't want to bring us on is the guy I was talking to yesterday. he was also mentioning that there's these AI cults that will ask AI what they want them to do, like asking it for instructions from the AI model. I don't know if you've seen these.
I haven't seen that. I've seen there's the one YouTube creator, I'm forgetting his name. I'll have to look him up. But for a month, he lived his life by AI. So he would just consult the AI every single day about like what he should do that day, how he can make his life better, set goals, and all that.
What
and AI
happened?
was his little companion. I mean, he was fine.
He's
He
dead.
died.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just made recommendations like you should go outside more, you should make
Well, that's probably
friends. and-
valid. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It wasn't saying things like,
I could have told him
yeah.
that.
I thought the AI model would be like, I'm your only friend. Like, only listen to me.
Oh yeah, well, like I watched Flubber the other day.
Oh, that's an old school one,
It was
man.
an old school one. It really stands the test of time, though. it was a pretty good prediction of the future. Like for when that movie came out, which I don't know. Do you guys remember when that movie came out?
Oh, it was
Like
such
the
a long.
90s?
Yeah, such a long time ago. And that was Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah,
yeah.
1997, Robin Williams. But the prediction of like the tech companions and how you consult it and the things it would do it was pretty dead
It was
on.
spot on.
The flying Flubber car was a little bit off. We're not there yet, but it was pretty good. But in that there's this assistant, AI assistant that tries to then become human and reach out and build
Wow.
companionship and all that stuff.
Oh
so
my
what you just
gosh.
talked about happened in that movie in
the movie.
1997. So
You know have you guys seen The Simpsons where they talk about future predictions that it has? It's so crazy all the things that like are one to one of all
Yeah.
that have transpired, and they're putting The Simpsons first. It's nuts.
yeah, it is. Well, I can't find any proof that this ChatGPT
What are you searching
hallucination
for?
hap- ChatGPT hallucination, ChatGPT. I see that ChatGPT had an issue for an hour. I know
It's
down,
on
but-
Twitter. There's a lot of there's users on Twitter posting,
Okay.
or X. Sorry, guys, for those that are
Formerly known
formerly
as Twitter.
known
They're
as.
on X. They're
Yeah.
Zeeting. Yeah. No. I don't know, man. I think you're hallucinating. Is my conclusion on this one.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Okay.
We'll go to the next topic. Well, I'm sure we'll find some posts. I'll find it and prove myself right.
Well, I've got my next topic.
'Kay, let's
and
hear it.
It's going to lead to a challenge for Evan.
Oh, I
so
like this.
I made
Great.
I made a big step in my life in the last couple of weeks. I, for the first time, have removed Google Chrome off of my home screen on my phone. It is not one of my 4 most accessed apps anymore. I
Wow.
am now going to Bing Search, Bing Copilot, ChatGPT
Oh,
as
wow.
my first step.
Bing goes the internet.
Yep.
Do you guys remember that song? Side note.
Not Bing.
It's a song.
Okay. They have a nice little iPhone widget here right at the top, and you can just speak to it. You click the microphone. You could ask it whatever you want as a search, or you can type in your search, whatever. But it has access to real-time information, which ChatGPT doesn't. But yeah, so I'm going there. I very, very rarely go to Chrome or Safari, any traditional browser anymore.
Well, have you in the last little bit? Like even once?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still some things. If I want a shopping experience, then I will still go.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's one. So you go somewhere, but you don't have the Amazon app? Or do you do other shopping
Well,
elsewhere
also,
too?
I'll go to Amazon too. But if it's something that I don't know, like if I was like looking at saunas, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to go to Amazon to look at saunas, so I just wanted to see what's out there. Yeah. So look, or if I know I'm going to a specific website and I want to do some
Right.
deep browsing on it, then I would go to my web browser. But now the browser is becoming just what like a browser originally was intended to be, right? To just
Yes.
kind of like read website content. That's what it now is for me. So I invite others to do that challenge. Make it very difficult to get to Safari, to get to Chrome, whatever your browser is, and start with an AI assistant instead.
Wow. That's amazing. I deleted the phone app from my phone. I just do AI now.
You can. It works.
What was the motivation to switch to this?
I wanted to see what the experience would be like. I also wanted to just kind of get rid of the crutch that is my like old habit. I don't want to be a dinosaur and just do the same legacy thing that I've always done. So I imagine that there's a new generation of people who don't have the habits of going to Chrome, who are not trained and optimized on Chrome, and they are going to an assistant first. And I wanted to try out that behavior. It's obvious that even Chrome search is going that route too. Like they're making everything conversational now. So I just kind of wanted to get ahead of it and see what life was like. And it's good. It's better.
Bing's good for you?
Yeah, mainly because it's enriched with the Copilot, which is OpenAI with the Microsoft label on it.
So how many times do you call people a dinosaur in a given day?
Out loud?
You're like hundreds internally.
I thought that was a little harsh.
Yeah, I was
personally.
like, woof, wow, man. That's,
Dinosaur.
he's
Just
called
because,
me one, but
I mean,
before I
type in a search bar that makes me a dinosaur.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay.
Yes.
yes.
All right. Also, this
Yes.
guy's looking up saunas. Like, what the heck?
Wait, what's wrong with that?
So
Yeah,
true.
It's fine.
That's
Just
a trendy
like,
thing.
Slips in that he's looking up saunas.
I need
like,
an
no one's
example.
gonna
You guys asked for an
notice.
example. I had to come up with an example. I didn't want dead air. I said something.
I was looking up private jets.
I did look at private jets. I did. That was something else that I had to do in Chrome.
See,
Not-
Evan AI.
not-
Evan AI.
Okay, and let me tell you why I did that one because I'm
He's
not
worked up now. Let's get at
All
it.
right, because I have to
Get at
I have
it.
to defend myself. You guys put me in the corner. So I did look at private jets because I had a situation. My car was in the shop. You know this. I was scrambling to get a rental
Yeah.
car. There was no rental car available anywhere around me that I could get to. I had a 30-minute window in the day to actually go pick something up. And I needed the car for the next day because we had to go halfway across the state to go do an in-person workshop. And no one on our team lives around me, so I couldn't carpool. I had just no option. So I exhausted every rental car search that I could. I was looking at Toro as well. And then I was looking at, well, I'm right next to an airport, a small airport, and the destination is next to a small airport. So I looked at, could I get a flight from where I am to there?
Could you?
And then, I could, but there wasn't anything direct. So then I was like, okay, I've got to do a private jet. What would that be like? And then, so now I know. And it was expensive, but if I had a bunch of people going with me, it wouldn't have been. So I could have it would have been a 19-minute flight, and instead of the 2-hour drive each way. So it would have been a time savings. And it would have been, this one was like $7,000 to do the flight from here to there. And so if I had 5 people with me and we're going somewhere where we are going to make many thousands of dollars, then it would
It's
be
worth it.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it.
Well done. That was a great explanation. I totally understand
Yeah.
why you looked up private jets now.
Yes.
I like it. But you're a dinosaur.
I am a dinosaur. I feel like. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not a dinosaur. What are you guys doing? Why are you gaslighting me? I was just. You guys are the dinosaurs.
I love this. Oh, man. That's a new segment. Fire up Bryce.
No.
Oh, man. I love this segment.
Yeah. So, yeah. OpenAI fired me up this week.
Why were you looking up saunas?
Because I got fired up. I need to calm down. No, I have been curious about saunas. I actually want to build one outside.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So yeah, I do like the cold plunges. I do like the sauna life. I do like all of that. I'm not going
Would you do one back to back, like a cold plunge followed by like you're just
Yeah. I like that. It makes my body feel good. And it makes my attitude better.
helps your knee joints?
I do. Actually, today my hip is killing me. I can barely walk. So that is very relevant. I will not be able to stand up after. It'll be very slow. So,
You're not helping your cause when we call you a
I know.
dinosaur.
I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't, because I thought you guys were going to go there.
That's great. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Sorry. There's
Building it with like hand tools,
That is
like
yeah.
like using your hands to build something.
That's impressive.
Couldn't be me. That sounds old tech. Yeah, that sounds like old tech.
Yeah.
Evan's like, all I would be using is Chat GPT on my phone to build that shed.
Yeah. Come on. Use Sauna AI to get it made. Yeah, right. Can you 3D print the sauna? Come on.
Oh my gosh.
No, I would. Yeah. So I like the extremes. I might have talked to you about this before, but I like doing either things that are timeless. So like people have been doing it for thousands of years and will do it thousands of years into the future, or things that could only be done at this juncture. Yeah. I like those things. I don't want to do things that people have been doing for 30 years. I want to do things that have been done for thousands of years, like building something with my hands, building a house, or I want to do something that could only be done right now, like playing around with LLMs and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Yes.
Driving cars. That was invented 50, 60
I don't
years
want to
ago.
drive a car.
Yeah, see? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Private jet.
Guys are making the case for me.
Oh,
If
man.
I could take a private jet from home to here, yeah, I guess.
It'd be. You guys seen those ETOLs? VTOLs, right?
Like the military vehicle?
No, it's like the helicopter that has one person in it. I think it's called a VTOL.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, VTOL.
Nope, I don't know.
I only know VTOL from playing Call of Duty.
That's what I meant. I've got a personal VTOL. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you know what that is, Evan? Didn't you play Call of Duty?
I'm confident that's what it is.
A little bit, not a lot. I haven't
But-
played any of the campaigns.
But VTOL is just the method for takeoff and landing. So it means that it can take off and land vertically.
What's that term called? There's an actual term for like an electric one of these.
You know, now that you mention it, I feel like I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking. eVTOL.
Just
That's what it's
one
called.
person in it.
Yeah, it's an eVTOL.
Wasn't that a big thing at CES this year? Someone showing off there.
Yeah, there's a bunch going on. So I was saying, Bryce, you should get one of those, an eVTOL, because you one person. You don't need. I don't even think you need like FTC like clearance to like figure out where to fly. It's like because you can fly low. There you go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, be awesome.
Okay, I want to wrap up the segment about using an AI assistant. And Evan, will you participate in
yes.
that challenge?
Sure. I do not like Bing. I'll tell you that right now on the computers here, like the standard, like it's defaulting to Bing, and I type Google into Bing every time. But I will try an AI assistant. Sure. I haven't tried Copilot, so that's what I'm saying. Like, don't like Bing, but I haven't tried Copilot, so I'm willing to give it a shot.
I'll get you set up after the episode, but
Okay.
I recommend get the little shortcut widget for it, so that lives at the top of your top of your phone, and then you can easily search, and you can tap the microphone, talk into it.
And it is real-time events.
Yes.
As well, because I don't know if you remember the last time you challenged me to use AI.
Was in real time. Yeah, ChatGPT.
I was like, all right, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. Hockey games tonight.
Fail.
We do not have like real-time events. Go to Google and type it in like a dinosaur.
That's
I was like,
that.
all
See,
right.
like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it said that to me.
What's something you want to know? Are you trying to plan out your weekend? What do you want to know? I'll talk into it right now.
I'm not trying to plan out my weekend, but yeah, just look up hockey games tonight then.
Okay.
I always look that up. Like, who's playing? Is Detroit playing tonight? Detroit Red Wings.
Wed Wings.
Wed
Detroit Wed Wings.
Oh, come on. I picked up on you guys. This is searching Wed Wings. Oh, hold on. Let me back this up. You guys don't talk
Silence.
when I'm doing it.
Complete silence. Don't talk. Bryce is trying to figure things out. The dinosaur.
You're doing it. Well, Bryce is trying to figure things out. That's what it's searching now.
Pick that up?
Yes.
Wow.
I was like almost whispering.
I swear. You stop. Just don't talk for 5 seconds so I can ask a simple question. Do the Detroit Red Wings play tonight? This is also like a very basic Siri question. So, is this going to?
Sorry.
Detroit Red Wings have a game scheduled for tonight. They will be facing off against the Philadelphia Flyers at 7 p.m. at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. You can catch the action on Bally Sports Detroit. Let's hope for an exciting match.
Yeah. Yeah, I got great. Absolutely. There's all the info I needed.
See, real time.
Real-time events.
Yep. That's why a lot of our
gotta
team
think of-
members they had the same experience as you.
Yeah.
We were all like, "Oh, you should use AI," and of course they did the things that AI isn't like even caught up with yet. Yeah.
How much are tickets for the Red Wings game tonight?
Put it up closer to your mic, by the way.
I will.
No, sorry, just like a little closer, angled right at the mic. It wasn't picking it up very well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tickets for tonight's Detroit Red Wings game against the Philadelphia Flyers at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit vary
this
based
isn't
on
any good.
seating location and availability.
Well, that was not helpful.
That's such garbage.
But anyways, just try it out.
Man,
I know you don't.
you're not making a great case for this price.
Well, I don't think that was a great use case.
What would you
to
look
begin
it
with.
up? What would you use it for? That's what I need to know. I need to know the kind of things.
You know what? I used
what's
it
my
yesterday.
best
You want to
use?
know what I used it yesterday for? I was having problems with my reverse osmosis system that I developed for maple syrup. And I actually told it what I was trying to do. And it helped me troubleshoot. And it was like, you probably connected this up wrong. And I did. It was right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It helped me do my electrical in my shed.
How did it figure that out? Like
So
you probably just found like most common problems with
I have no idea
what you were doing.
It's amazing. It's like it can tell me all that. Help me with my electrical in the shed. It's like all sorts.
So
of
I just have to
problems.
get into maple syrup,
Yeah, that's actually
and
the.
then I have a use case.
Yeah, that's the only use case AI is good for.
That's a pretty universal use
Yeah.
case, though. It's not much of a stretch. I think that was in, that was in OpenAI's demo. That was the first thing they led with.
They're like, have you ever wanted to create maple syrup? Everyone has. What am I asking?
That's a more relatable use case than what human AI did with their
It's
pin
true.
of like how many almonds are in my hand. Like I
Yes.
don't, like not a thing that I'm.
You're not counting
Research.
almonds?
No, not at the moment. But then I almost pulled the trigger again on buying. I don't want to talk about the pin every single time we're on a microphone, but they're promoting it again. Now they're running paid ads for human AI pin, and they're trying to show off how cool it was, and they're like trying to make it look kind of like organic content. And I'll try to find the video of it. And then they're like, yeah, you just tap and ask your question, and then it's like 15 seconds for it to respond. Okay.
That's not-
and that's like use two fingers and it'll translate, which I do think like the universal translator thing is really cool.
That's
if
sweet.
if I were traveling internationally all the time, I was
Yes.
a digital nomad, that'd be pretty sweet. But you like use two fingers and press it, and then it'll translate whatever it hears. But then that had delay. I'm like, why? They didn't even edit it to cut out the delay. I'm like, what are they doing
Yeah,
here?
what are they doing? They would have gotten more purchases if they made that thing into like look like the Enterprise emblem, for the Trekkies, where you can tap it and you're like, computer,
Probably.
I
I just recently saw, not to keep bringing it up, but on my YouTube feed, the title of this video is like, is this product the biggest AI scam of all time?
Was it the humane pin?
In the thumbnail.
Bryce is in the comments vehemently arguing the other direction.
They should have just
You're a dinosaur.
adapt.
Adapt, overcome. Oh man, people are trolling it. So I guess Humane's doing something where they're giving 3 months off of their subscription for people. And this person says, oh, this is great of Humane. They're giving all 17 people who purchased the AI pin the first 3 months off. Such a,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So that's them. That's like the actual video from Humane trying to talk it up, but it's not looking good. The Rabbit R1, people are not loving that. Humane pin, no, people aren't loving that. Really, the only thing that has some momentum of as far as like AI gadgets is like if you want to call the Vision Pro an AI gadget, it's spatial computing. People have funny stuff. Do you hear? We still haven't used it. I'm thinking about picking one up just so we can test it out. But with the spatial computing, that wherever you put the window is where it stays.
It stays there
right?
forever.
So I heard someone joking about how like he was so frustrated because he was looking at his photos on like the main floor, and they went down to the basement, and he wanted to look at his photos. He's like, I left my photos upstairs. Go up and grab the window. I'm sure you can reclaim them. There is a trick for it, but that's funny.
Wouldn't that be
And-
hilarious? Like, what if you did that and you were in Chicago and you like went home? Dang it.
Yeah, someone
My
made,
email.
someone made the joke of like, imagine you're doing this on a plane, and then you realize you left your Chrome tab in Australia or something like just in another country. You had to go get it. Oh man. That'd be awful. Imagine not actually being able to
Eventually,
reclaim
just have to throw away the headset because it's out of memory. All your tabs are just all over the United States.
it. Yeah. So, man, like gadgets are not doing well.
You know, I think that I was right on that. You know, I'm just gonna say it for the record. You know,
So if you
Yeah, I piggyback on that.
if you say one more time that I just want Google glasses in my eyes,
just
don't
want
He
Google
does say
Glass.
it. He does say it quite a bit.
broken
What do you
record
think,
of that.
Bryce? But like, is this discouraging for you?
No.
So I'm wondering what you think. Do you have any ideas of like what you think the next step is? Because these seem like failures. Like, what would they have to change?
What would they have to change? Well, I think what we're seeing is that this is getting into the hands of the right people now. So like they're trying to make mass appeal. They're trying to say that this is for everyone right now, and it's just not.
It's not.
And but it's right sizing. So I do think the people like Greg on our team who can make use of it
Yes.
are enjoying it. Like that, he loves his Vision Pro. He's not going to return it, but the average person cannot. But they're so I think a product like that is also priced correctly because only a few people should have it. I think the miss right now is when people are trying to make $200 AI gadgets. Because they're trying to make it available to everyone, but not everyone has the patience for it. Like there's, someone else in our network, they had a Quest headset. And they abandoned it, not because of the graphics or because of like eye tracking or whatever. They abandoned it because they couldn't connect it to their Wi-Fi. Like these basic hurdles are still there for tech adoption. Even like you can't even get to the wow factor of these things because they're still just people who are not tech first minded, and now they have to set these things up. So I'm still optimistic. I just think that it's still going to be early adopters for a while, for at least a couple
So it sounds
years.
like you're saying it's a user problem.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're blaming the failures.
Well, that's
on the
what-
people are too dumb.
We're dinosaurs. That's
I think AI Pin
Oh.
and Rabbit AI are not good products. Period. I think that is the reason they're
that's
failing.
the most direct I've heard from you.
You said the wow factor of the Quest, or sure,
Yes.
maybe the Quest has wow factor. AI Pin, nothing about it
Nothing.
made me say wow.
You're not like wow. Yeah.
GPT Sora, that's a wow. AI Pin,
Not much.
Rabbit AI, I don't think it's a patience problem. I think it's a bad product problem.
What you don't see in like here is he flipped a table over in the corner as he was saying.
I'm
these
standing firm on this. Bryce can say it's a patience, but people don't have the patience for it. I think people don't want it.
I've got a take on it too. Go for
Go.
it, but you're
No,
ready
you
to
go.
fire.
Oh, I'm gonna attack Evan. You go for. I want to hear your take, so I know if I need to attack on two fronts.
I'm not attacking Bryce. I just think I'm going to go back to what I originally said is when technology is adopted, I feel like when the tech is as seamless as possible to slip into your life and it's not retraining new patterns. And so that's the thing I think with the AI pin is it's like it's a new pattern. It's a new thing. You don't have your phone anymore. And so if you look at the history of the phone, it started like us with connected to our walls. Then it started going mobile, and then eventually it went here. So it's a progression of people understanding how to integrate this in their lives. So I think that is the route that AI is going to start to manifest more likely than a pin.
Yeah,
That's my take.
I agree. I think that a lot of these things are just accessibility devices, really, right? Like the AI pin for someone who cannot interact with a phone, like it'll be life changing for them.
Life changing.
But someone who already has a good enough experience with a phone is not going to move away from it.
Yes.
But now, Evan,
I'm excited for this.
So-
I just want to. I'm ready to
got
be
you.
attacked here.
I got your back.
I want to say before you attack me that I don't think these products can't go anywhere, but I just won't stand for the defense of the AI pin and the rabbit.
This is great.
But I think they can go somewhere.
You know what I thought you were going to say?
I just want to say that.
I thought you were going to say, before we go there, we're out of time.
Play the outro music.
Oh, yeah. I'm seeing we're out of memory on their drive. Gotta go. Oh, he controls editing. He can just remove everything.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
He can make you look dumb.
Yeah. He can train my AI voice and make me say whatever I want. So, no, Evan, just simple question here. What was your favorite AI related thing?
Sora?
Oh,
Is that what, yeah.
Sora. It's great. You love it. You said what? Direct quote, wow factor?
Yeah, definitely.
Game changer?
Maybe in a few months.
Maybe in a few months.
It will be. It will be. I think, yes.
Could make a difference in your professional life?
Yes.
Could potentially make you money?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Sounds like an awesome thing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sure.
So did you sign up for access?
I didn't know you could.
Did you seek it out?
I looked it up.
But you didn't take the next step. So even though
I didn't know you
there
could take
is
the next
this
step.
this promise, this carrot of changing your life, giving you access to more wealth, becoming a better
Sure.
human, all that is in front of you.
Okay.
And you're sitting there in the corner doing nothing.
he's getting so worked up.
Maybe it's
awesome.
not on the people making these devices.
I from the podcast just last week about Sora, I thought you had said that it is closed and only open to people who work there or use Chat GPT enough. So I didn't even seek out an option to sign up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will sign up if I know if it's available. Absolutely, I'll sign up for.
Did
a
you look up
trial.
alternatives or anything else? Like, they're not the only
Well,
ones.
the
making
alternatives aren't good enough yet.
things. Okay.
We've looked at alternatives.
He gets his news from us.
Yeah, that's also very true. What you guys have shown me of the videos isn't good enough. I think I will absolutely be using that in the future. And if there is a trial that I can sign up for right now, show me it after the show, and I will sign up.
Look at that.
Immediately.
He's on it.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's good to hear. But I want to call that out is that like a lot of people are seeing these cool things that are out there, and then they still are not taking the steps to master them. So
He's not an early adopter.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not an early adopter. I will be of something I'm interested in, like that.
Yep. It's true.
But
You know, that's where going back to my hot take, having being seamless and transparent. Once the things in your life that you're already using, they adopt AI,
yep.
then you'll adopt AI.
yeah, I agree
Yeah.
completely.
Yep.
Yeah, this is similar to when crypto was being pushed everywhere and like blockchain for every product. Like until we reach a point where the people don't have to buy because it's blockchain, because it's AI, because it's whatever. Until we reach that point, mass consumers are not going to adopt it. Like these companies, these products should be leveraging all these advanced technologies behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But they need to lead, and you've said this a bunch of times, they need to lead with the value propositions and how this is going to change your life and make it fit into your existing life, but still make it better. Like I think that's the big gap here. It's like, I don't want to see the letters AI tagged onto every single product that's out there.
Yeah. And it's like a freaking TED Talk. People are like, AI. Isn't that awesome? And you're like, no, how is it going to help me? It's not going to improve my life.
No, yeah. 'Cause you got Evan over here saying, like, show me what I can do with it. Like, you have to show me the way.
Yeah. I feel like Evan is like the guy in the corner. Like that. And one of the things you could put on the soundboard is, Russell Crowe from The Gladiator, that he's like, are you not detained?
I love that line.
See?
Yeah.
All right.
I agree. Show me the way, and I will adopt it.
It's a new segment, though. Rile Bryce up, because he got fired up, man. I love it.
Yeah, it was good.
Come out of your shell and fire up.
There are a few things that will get me there. I don't know. I'll leave it to you. You get to get me fired up.
I do get fired up.
Yeah. All right, guys. We went long. We got.
I've got an
out.
outro. I got an outro song.
After this,
You do?
Bryce will show me the free trial. Or not free trial, but the
And now it's got to be free.
time I can. No, well, why wouldn't it be?
Okay.
If it's a trial.
You guys ready for the outro?
But then also, I'm going to download Copilot
Yes.
after
Perfect.
this.
Sweet.
All right. I told you guys Bing Goes to the Internet is an actual song. We're one out with it. It's getting there. You gotta give it a minute. We'll go with one phrase. Perfect.
Wait, that sounds like They Might Be Giants. Is that the band?
No. It's like literally an individual that.
Oh, okay.
Like there was a song contest
sounded
for
so
Bing
familiar,
that they
actually.
submitted. Yeah, it was back in the day.
Oh, that was for Bing?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought you were just pulling out like a song that said the word Bing and.
No, this is for Bing. Like there was a contest for Bing. Yeah. Bing Goes the Internet. Everyone knows that.
Cool. Well, I think in editing, we're going to have to like remove
Yeah, we
the
will.
first part of it.
We will.
I really don't want to get a strike. I don't know how it all works. Anyways. All right. Evan, actual outro? Anything?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I've got the classic if you want to hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
We do need to get another one.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Get riled up.